So Balamurugan sir, you are ready? We can start, I think.
Yes, Gokulji. Okay.
Start, I think, another.
Sure.
Join in.
Yes, sir.
Shall we start, sir?
Yes, sir. Ready.
So, Subhashri ma'am, you are there?
Yes, sir.
So, very good evening to all present here. Indeed, it is day 5, summer intern. So, warm welcome to our speaker. Also, AD, additional engineer of TNEB, Tamil Nadu Electricity, and he is also like representing many bodies like society. Among it is IEI, IGEN, more. Definitely, I think the topic which is going to deliver going to create some more like changes. What is going to happen in normal life after COVID? So, welcome you, sir, for this.
Yes, Gokul. So thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. So thank
we
you.
will start up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, for the speaker, I think we have students from various colleges. Maybe I think the speaker knows about. We have seen him in the day 1 also. So, with that, I welcome our speaker as well as our students who have joined here, day 5. Before the speaker initiate, I would like to invite Subhashri ma'am give a note on the speakers. Throughout.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. Uh, Believe in yourself. You are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine. This is what Dr. J. Balamurugan sir follows. A doctorate in comparison of various power optimization technique defects using artificial intelligence techniques. He currently works as assistant engineer Tangent and unit of Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, Anasali, Chennai from May 2013. He has overall experience of 16 years and more than 8 plus year experience in installation, administration, and maintenance of various networking systems, hardware peripherals on 2000-2008 Windows servers, Linux servers, firewall, video conferencing solutions, IoT, and smart meters. He's worked as a generator EMA and was working as generator operator in 110 megawatt NO thermal power station since December 2007. He worked as IT administrator level 2 in Covances India Private Limited, Chennai from 2006 to December 2007. He worked as network administrator, installation, administration, and maintenance of various networking systems, hardware peripherals in MS iSpark solutions. He also worked as application engineer, delivering technical support for various real networks products like Rhapsody using RTSP servers, real players like online music, sports events, and other shows like Big Brother, Stars, Real Arcade, etc. in Slash Support India. He worked as cyber represent executive, providing technical support through email to HP Compact products. These products include Presario desktops, notebook computers, compact printers, and scanners released from 1999 onwards. The operating system includes Windows 95, 98, ME, XP 2000 in Brigade Corporation. He also has worked as lecturer in Navalar Nedunjelian College of Engineering. Coming to his awards and achievements, he has banked the Best Customer Handling and Best Team Award TNAB for a prestigious project, Restructured Accelerated Power Development Reform Projects. He has been awarded as a token of appreciation from the President, Institution of Engineers, for fruitful execution of election BOS member in Institution of Engineers to preside over the state-centered election process for the year 2014-17. He has been awarded from Madras High Court Judge Pugalendi for significant contribution for the development of Tamil language in power industry by Venus International for Arts and Science in Jan 26, 2016. Dr. Balamurugan was nominated as organizing secretary for conducting Indian Engineering Congress 2017, which was felicitated by Honorable President of India in Chennai. He has been nominated for conducting election for BOS member in Institution of Engineers to preside over the state center election process for the year 2014-17. He is also serving as volunteers in IET Chennai. He is an executive member of Institution of Engineers, executive member of IET Chennai Network, convener of AAE Science Society in TNEB, volunteering head for social cause in Agathiam Trust. His additional responsibilities includes technical and project coordination for implementation of video conferencing solutions in TNEB, server sizing and network components procurement for AMR implementation through SCADA connecting WGs, solar and other alternate sources of energy system, and the list of each categories of his contribution keeps going on. Sir, we are sorry due to time constraint. I'm just highlighting the profile. Sir is here to give a talk on transformations in engineering system. Sir, the session is over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So it was an greater introduction. So taken much of your time as well. So thank you for the wonderful introduction. And going forward, I am just going to take up this transformation in engineering systems. So that is the role of engineers in current world after COVID-19. So it's post-COVID. So what else we are going to do and what we are going to contribute for the society, that is the talk of the town, and we would have a discussion on it. So I just give you a promise that I'm not going to bore you for another 1.5 hours to 145 hours. And I'll make sure that as we are disconnected or decentralized, sitting on our home, enjoying a lot of time, but still we are about to have something for the learning process, right? So the dedication, whatever you are having today, so that would be fulfilled. So that promise, with that promise, I am just starting up this slides. Okay, so it's not the slides, it's the transformation that you are going to do for the society. It is about the engineering career and the progressions that you have on a day-to-day life. Every then and there you would feel that I'm an engineer, I'm proud to own the engineering degree. So that's what you would feel after this 1.5 year hours. So that's the promise I'm just going to keep up. Okay, so thank you. So if you can keep up your mic in mute mode, that would be going. So I'll also mute my video so that you are not watching me. So okay, thank you so much. Okay, so the slide is visible, I think. So I'm proud to say that I'm a part of iGen. So I'm one of the co-founder and vice president of Institution of Green Engineers. So working for sustainable goals, and we are all into the platform that we want to work for sustainable energy for all. So that is the SDG goals that has been derived by United Nations. And I could also want to say that it is the energy level of these students. So the transformation that has happened earlier, right? So taking a bag full of backpack that is packed with a lot of books or something else, I do not know. But we used to carry such a long bag or lengthy bag and a heavier bag beside. And right now we could see that the students not even carrying any such things with only knowledge. So we are inferior to the today's guys, means yes, I do feel such things, because you just have all such digital environment and all these gadgets working behind, and you are also enjoying the life with all such facility management, means we also have the equal responsibility to serve the society. So that is the sustainable goals that has been developed, and we could see that there are more than 17 goals that has been prescribed by United Nations. So it's about no poverty. So that means that no one should beg for food. So it is a menace. It is a crime that if they are begging for food, so that is a menace that is for humankind. We need to eradicate, and that is no poverty. And it's about the zero hunger, continuing with that. So there shouldn't be any death rate. It's because of hunger, means it is really it is a crime. So that need to be noted here. And then the third thing is everything is there. So food is going to make you healthy, means everyone is having a good health and well-being. So it's a third goal. And everyone has eaten up something, and they have some strength, means they need to strengthen their brain. So it is about the quality education that has been given to all through all the mediums. So it may be in any language, but the quality of education should be of higher value, distinct, having a distinctions. So distinguished, you should be a distinguished guest means you need to have a equality. So that is about the gender equality. So you should treat your male and female party equally. So that is called gender equality. So when there is everything fulfilled, we need to go about taking up thirsty environment, means that's about the clean water and sanitation. So that is very much, we are proud to say that we are working for 6, 7 and 13, and it's about the clean water. And then the seventh one, it is about the affordable and clean energy. So whoever talks about energy, so the energy level is very high. So that's what the credit we would be giving. So the energy is the universal source of energy. That means that it is affordable. So it's not very costly. So we need to make sure that it is available for everyone, and it is about the clean energy. So whatever we give, it should be very clean, neat and tidy, right? So that's the clean energy. So, and about coming about a decent work and economic growth. So working environment should be very decent. So that's where the economic growth rise up. And now could see that earlier it was a societal nature. We could see that it's a job given to many such people. Nowadays, even haircut becomes a spa. So that means that the decent environment makes the people who have been denied of the rights, so they have been made sure that they are working. So even common people right away, so they want to set up their own spa. So like that is the environmental change. So that is one such example I just want to throw on economic growth as well. So it is about the innovation and industrial infrastructure that has made industry, innovation and infrastructure. So I'm going to touch up that particular area alone. So that is the ninth SDG goals, and reduced inequalities. There shouldn't be any equality rights that is been filed in any of the court, means then it is about the reduced inequalities. So I'm denied of rights because I'm a brother or I'm a sister, and so the rest of the things are not coming to me, means it's the again equality in home. So likewise, your boss is not giving the rights, or your colleague is not giving. So that is the equality, the rights that we need to talk about. It is reduced inequalities. That is the small example I have given. Much more equalities are prevailing in the society that need to be reduced. And sustainable cities and communities, making a good environment. We are making more cities and communities, and responsible consumption and production. So whatever we have, we are not ready to consume it. So we need to give back. So we need to have a responsible consumption and production as well. So climatic action. So it's very much important. We could see that EOS or Tata, the new cyclone or storm that is devastating the northern and western part and the northeast part of the country. So it has been devastated because of this way. So keto protocol, all such things came up, and now right now we could see that the Himalayas is visible from Chhattisgarh itself. So that is the vicinity we have. And we need to think about life below the water. So we are working towards that particular goal also. It's about living below the water. So when everything is being submerged by water, what we are going to do, we do not know. So there is life existent below the water also, life on land. Peace, justice, and strong institutions and partnership for these goals. It's very much important, and I welcome you for this wonderful partnership that we are going to achieve these 17 goals with your support. And we are proud to say that energy conservation goals lies between SDG 7 and 13. So in between we have a lot of goals. So our goal is today is to make sure that the transformation is happening here. So it's about the engineering system that has made it possible that the infrastructure growth, whatever ability or capability of the students that is being put forth. And we could see that even a lot of laurels coming up, even sitting in your home itself. So that's because of such things. And we are about to discuss about that particular area. So the grudges need to be put down. So that means that my lovable leader always, I used to carry the next 4 slides for any such presentation. So it's all about accept your past without regret. So that means that whatever doubts or whatever faults we have in our life, that is always negative. So put the negative. So accept your past without regret. So we need to leave the negative. So that's the positive thing we have. Handle your present with confidence. So that is very much important. So when you leave something, you are happy. So that means that you are flying like anything. So that means that a thrust is given to you, so like a rocket which pushes you to the sky. So that is the thrust you have, right? The same way you push or put down something which is so negative, and you just have a thrust to fly like anything. So it is handily present with your confidence, and face your future without fear. So that makes you that you are going beyond the space to capture the world. So that is your own world. It is your future. That is without fear you can do it. So that's been captured here. So learning happens at two situations. So one is about the objective, and the second is about the fear. So the objective means when you join the engineering course itself, an engineering syllabus book would have been given to you. So now people would be searching for it, because the objective is thrown somewhere, and we do not know what is going to happen. All the 4 years counted to eight, that is 8 semesters, means 8 semesters syllabus is already been given and it is been prepared, but the objective is not going to be fulfilled. Then and there would be an examination, and people would be striving hard to get passed in this examination because of fear only, not because of objective. I need to get a distinction, I need to get into MIT or other national universities in India too. So that's the opportunity we have, means that is the objective. So no one carry or cries or carries that particular area, but the fear makes you, oh, today Papa, I have made a promise to father that I would be getting a seat without any donations. So that means that we have a fear. And the next also we do have fear. So next year if I am not moving down with arrears, then it is a problem for me. So that is why we go on fumble for it. So fear has two meanings: forget everything and run. So like usually the students who are residing in the hostels, they would be studying all along, but the day scholar come and go, but they clear everything. So that means that okay macha patkla. So that's what the word that is would be given there. So forget everything and run. So but they would be clearing everything, face everything and rise up to the occasion. So that means that even nothing is there, some people come up with some solutions. So that is the fear, face everything and rise up to the occasion. So the choice is yours. The choice is something like every morning you have two choices: continue to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase them. So it's about chasing the dream, or you want to chase your sleep itself. Means it also depends on the choices you have. So there would be a story, so which all along I would be telling. So nothing to worry about the stories. There are a lot many stories to discuss, but it's about you, that the success depends on the second letter. So you always need to carry you. That is you, that you make anything, everything because of your individuality. So that means that the success is going to be tasted by you. It's because of your individuality. So the individuality is always there. So like the pandemic situation, as an engineer, what is my role in it? So this is the talk of the town, and we need to work on. So like the theater is open today. So who is an engineer? So when I asked God for peace, he showed me how to help others. So it's my pride that I am an engineer. I am an engineer. So I always own this crown. So that is being called. So when I asked God for peace, he showed me how to help others. Those people who are helping others with technology, they are called engineers. So I am proud to say that I am an engineer. So a definition of an engineer is also goes something like this: a scientist always discover new things. A scientist always discover new things, but an engineer works out how this thing can be used for human welfare and commercial culture. So that is a culture has been made. So road was made. It was Paka road or Kacha road, but still the road made it possible that we alone not using it, but everyone is ruling it. So that's how the bridges and other things came. It's not about the individuality. It is about the engineering that passionate towards it, and we are ruling it. So William A. Wolf, president of International Academy of Engineering, he has defined it in such a way that who is an engineer. So like it also follows, scientists discover that which exists, an engineer creates that which never was. So like we are an artist, we could see that we are eligible for our Nobel Prize or Oscar Prize, I do not know, but still we have a competition of owning both the crowns. So that means that we can rule the world. So that means that we need to own the pride. So who is an engineer? So engineering is the application of science to the common purpose of life. So it is the common purpose we are going to achieve it. So odd man out that we are going to enter this forum means, so it is about the unique thing that you are going to deliver. It's because of your leadership qualities. So are you a leader, or you are among someone so who is roaming here? So that is not the role of an engineer. It's something like we need to rule the world. So ruling the world means it's very much important that you need to have an unique character, and you can develop your leadership qualities. So dream of engineers is something like it is an interconnections of society, creativity, science, and analysis. So that is about the dream. So whether we are going to achieve it, so yes, we need to achieve it. The dream of engineer, choosing what you are an engineering for. So what is engineering for? And engineers can't be a neutral thing. So it's about the luxury, or it is about the quality, it is about the basic needs. So it need to have an impact on the society. So you are having a sustainability means it's because of your leadership qualities. If your brilliant idea is going to shape the world, so sustainable goals has been achieved. So we need to be very proud of it. What's then engineering all about? The central focus of engineering profession is the application of scientific knowledge to meet societal needs. So it's not that we do some laboratory works in our engineering college, but it's the central focus of engineering profession is the application of scientific knowledge to meet societal needs. When we are given as a project, when the project is being given to you, so you are searching for some societal needs. So that's how your projects have a credibility. So engineering connects pure science to the society. Know how technologies are being given in your 8th standard to 12th standard, but the technological front comes into an engineering. It's because of the pure science that is being blended to the society. That is all about the engineering. And engineering therefore has a societal responsibility. So it is called social responsibility of an individual. So societal needs and scientific knowledge blended to become an engineering degree, and that is called engineering. So when there is engineering, ensure the safety and well-being of the public, ensure that society's funds and resources concerning technology are well used. Refusing to work on a particular project or a particular company is a dangerous thing. So speaking about publicly against a proposed project is also a crime. So blowing the whistle on ineligibility or wrongdoing, so that is very much important. So we need to be a whistleblower. So that is also very much important. Or it is a wrongdoing means it depends on the situation, but you need to be faithful to your engineering. So anyone can be what to say, like a liar, but a engineer can't do it, because if your engineering fails, your profession, the entire profession is going to be blamed. So that means that you shouldn't be a liar. So you need to have always hold a faith on your duty, and the duty consciousness need to make such wonderful thing. Professional societies obligations to provide protection for the whistleblowers, individual organizational concern about the impact of engineering projects on the society, contributing one's service to worthy non-profit groups and projects, engineering schools commitment to educating future engineers about the social responsibilities. These are all being defined by engineering society means what is all about our professionals. So your image is what people will remember you. So that is very much important. How you carry yourself is a statement of who you are. So that is very much important. I am an engineer, so I am proud of telling that I'm an engineer working with an electricity board. So that means that it is an identity that garners you. So that is a well-being. So likewise, you also would take up some professional thing, and you would be working for that particular society. Means your society, you would have a what to say, like you would have a individuality. So that's the word. So being more professional. So your professional is a person who is said to undertake a specialized set of tasks and to complete them for a fee. So taking up money is not a problem. So taking much of their money is very concerned. So a professional is a person who is said to undertake a specialized set of tasks and to complete them for a fee. Due to the personal and confidential nature of many professional service, a great deal of trust is placed in them. So trust me, I am an engineer. So that's the word that is been given, and it is the professionalism, the ethics, the whatever we have. It's all about the professionalism. Means all the four professionals. Right away, only four professions are there. They are called as professionals. So one is the first, the people who are ruling the world today. So in this pandemic, so they are called doctors. So they are the one first to go with. We need to salute them. So who can, what to say, save human mankind means it's none other than the doctor. They are the professionals. They have the first priority. So the second priority goes for engineers. So they are called the professionals. The second comes the engineering field. So they build the infrastructure for the doctors too. So they need to own the pride. So we need to pat on our back saying that you are an engineering professional. The second one. The third comes the rules and regulations. The rules and regulations are framed, and it is common to everyone. The framework was given to India by none other than our beloved B.R. Ambedkar ji. So he gave something for the society to making the country as a republic. Means it is because of this profession. It's none other than the lawyer. So who is called as a professional. Now after getting all these three professionals, now some other part is also ruling. So it is the financial part. A chartered engineer is also been called as a professional. So that means that all these four people can give and take up work. So that is one thing we need to talk about the professionals. So we today we can learn that who are all professionals. Being more professionals, it is about the engineering view: safety, security, reliability, and economics. Safety, security, reliability, and economics. We can put it in the other way around. The consumer view, it's about the safety, economics, reliability, and security. So we always think about first could be the safety thing, and the second is about the security of the thing, and the third thing is that the reliability, and fourth is about the economics. But a consumer view is always taking up the safety first. So it's good to have the safer thing, and it's about it should be very cheaper. It is the economics that we need to think about, and reliability. So it works for 2 days or 5 days. I am least bother about it, but it can have some reliability. And the fourth thing is that it should be secured. So like buying a cooker, I can give you an example. So buying a cooker, so safety is very much important for an engineer. So he has it. So when a balloon is blown, and when there is a small hole to it, or your kid want to some of the kids playing around, so they want to pin it. So that means that the balloon is full of packed with air, and you want to just pierce it with a pin. Means what would happen? It would blow off. So likewise, a balloon is like a what to say, like a cooker is a balloon. Means you assume that when heat is given to it, it would be pressurized, and it would be expanding. So that is the engineering behind it. So in that case, if there is a hole in it, what is going to happen? The entire pressure is going to be lost. So that means that whether it is going to be reliable, whether it is going to be secured, means no. If the high pressure is there, it need to pierce it, and so we have a safety lock. So that is the weight that is been added to it. And apart from that, we also add a safety pressure lock. So that is beside that weight that is been added to the cooker. So it is about the second thing. It is about a boiler where the safety valve is going to open after beyond a certain limit, the pressure. So earlier, a lot of people, what to say, like the in-laws were killed because of this pressure cookers. We used to read it in the paper, but after engineering process made it, so there is no such killing or such things don't happen. Likewise, in industry also, there is no recent data which says that it is the death occurs in industry because of boiler based, because there is protection given in all aspects in engineering. So that is about the safety, security and reliability, and fourth alone comes the economics. The cheap economics is not going to play first thing there. So it is about the larger part of the economy need to be benefited, and so engineering makes it more professional. So that is the thing. So we have a lot of engineering. So what's our role, and how the asking rate is going to be? So make solar energy economical. Is it feasible? It is possible, or it is a question mark? Means today we have all the chemical engineers connected here. So can anyone say what is the percentage of efficiency that is fitted here? So what is the efficiency of solar? Can any of the person connected with us can pin a pink in the chat box? Are we connected, guys? What is the percentage efficiency of a solar cell? Guys, are we connected? You can also unmute and let me know.
15 to 20%.
15 to 20%. That's great. So that's the great thing about the answer. So is it worthwhile to have 15 to 20%? Why it is lagging behind? So what happened to the rest of the 80%? Everyone talks about the solar panel. The country needs to have solar. The entire Gujarat was installed with the solar panel, and the rest of the country also need to expand with solar and wind. What is the efficiency of the solar? It's mere 18 to 20%. After large engineering role, so engineers have played a veracity of things here. The chemical engineer played a role in building this cell, and the cell is connected as a battery. So now the DC system made it possible. So it's because of this electrical engineer. Communications made it, and floating sensors has been made, and washing has been made with an automation, and a lot of things came up. But still, why the efficiency not been improved 15 to 20% only? Why it is not been improved? What is the drawback? It's because of the chemistry behind it, or it's began the electricity behind it, or because of this design, or ergonomics, or the solar is available, right? The solar, in India we have only 3 seasons, that too in South India. So can anyone let it know to the common public? So we have only 3 seasons. It is hot, hotter and hottest only. So in that case, we have much of the energy available. So why can't we tap it as a useful energy? So if the efficiency is very high, even if a percentage is going to be captured, that is going to give us 100% electrified, and the rural electrification scheme would give lot of ambitious project that is being done. Because if electricity is not there, no agriculture is there. So if electricity is not there, no industry is there. So if electricity is not there, even chutney is not there. So that means that it rules the entire world. So why the efficiency is not been improved? Why it is not so economical? The first part. I want more interaction, guys. So I have 2 to 3 slides that is talking about the chemistry of this engineering alone. So I just want why it is reduced. So why it can't be improved? Where it is lagging behind? Okay, so less irradiance received by solar panels. Okay, so it's because of that thing alone, irradiance alone. MPPT and other things are working behind to capture all such things. But what is the efficiency? Efficiency means the output by input, right? The output by inputs. Input is very high, right? So the input is solar. So the solar, if we consider it to be a man, or even a girl, but the sun is not that much stingy, right? Even in the cloudy days, it is even It is because of the higher radiations or UV radiations, or it is because of the convection radiations. So what is happening here? It is we don't have such technology for conduction and convection. It is only through radiations we can capture this one. I hope all these engineers are from reputed engineering colleges studying second year and third year, right? It's even final year sitting here. So in that case, you are going to give an example for it. You are going to rule. So I've been talking for more than 30 minutes of an engineer. So professional leader, odd man show. So that means that you need to come up to the occasion. So why it is so? Because something else is been hindering, means I'm about to talk about the sustainability, means it is even more pathetic. So the efficiency of solar is only 12 to 13% in reality, but to a maximum after giving all such things floating and even making it MPPT and other automation has been done to the solar panel, we receive only 18%, not even 20% as such. So they are aiming to have 22% as an efficiency, but we could not achieve it. How we can make it more economical, that even every individual having a home, so they can install their solar panel and they can run the show with solar panels, means is it possible? Why it is not possible? Why the engineering doesn't make it out? That is one thing. Keeping this apart, we have another problem. Yes, someone has chatted here. So it's high cost. Yes, it is high. Market penetration was low. So market penetration is one thing, because if there is demand, even the cryptocurrency is very high, but still we are affordable to get it, right? So that's not the matter. So if it is the demand is high, it is going to be costlier. Means if the demand is high, it is going to be lesser, because everyone is going to produce it. So why it is not booming, or even after 30 years of this opening, so no such things have come down. And I'm also about to talk about the sustainable world. So after 30 years, 25 to 30 years of this production, whether it can decay of its own. What is the material used for making solar panel? If I have made the slide as make solar energy economical or sustainable, means it would be more viable. So it is about the economy, because economy means it is about the demand versus production. So that is the one thing we need to talk about. So the demand is very high, because electricity cost more than 8 rupees right away. So that means that it is going even 10 rupees going forward. It can be of like daily basis, because IEX is there. So it is an exchange. Okay. So Mukesh alone has been chatting. So crystalline silicon, it's high because of crystalline silicon. Whether it can decay of its own, means it cannot decay of its own, and it is a menace to the society. So earlier, you assume that I was one of the scientists who came in front of this human mankind and said that everything is going to change next year. So that means that it is transparent, lightweight, and it is visible, and it is also going to be less costly. So that was named as plastic. And today we talk about plastic as a menace to the society. Last 40 years, it has ruined the human mankind, and today it has entered the food chain. It's because of this cancer and other things coming up only because of plastics. The same way we also talk that solar is going to rule the world by after 30 years. What is going to happen if it is not been recycled? Silicon is now, if it is not been recycled, it would be thrown the here and there. Means who is going to recycle it? Who is going to recycle? Means it need to have a sustainability. Means who else is thinking about it? Means it is about an engineer. We need to think about the sustainability also. That is the point I just want to mark it here. So make solar energy economical. That is very much important. And provide energy from fusion. So today we talk about some energy. It is called solar energy. But we talk about the fusion energy. So we have a very great thought process that we are about to take up this fusion reaction. So that is it is not going to happen in earth, or it is not going to happen inside the earth or outside the earth or in some reactor, means that is the question. So 4,000 degree Kelvin. So not degree, 4,000 Kelvin is the temperature at which where the two atoms are going to collide each other. That is the fusion. So the fusion is going to achieve, means it is about the God's particle we are talking about today. So the God's particle. So have you heard, anyone heard about God's particle or the laboratory? Can you name the laboratory name? Again, Mukesh is about to come, means it's a well appreciated. Mukesh, come on. So you are the leader who is initiating of this, all these people. So someone is initiating, means that is well appreciated. Now the chance. No, no, sir. What is that? Lidvijia. So, but China has created the fusion reactor. That is in Earth only, right? So, China has started the fusion reactor. So that means that we have a reactor in China. So I have not listened to it. Okay. It's CERN. Yes, Syrian has come up with that particular answer. It's about the CERN. The sun has come up with a God's particle. So the lot of reactions have given forward with electrons, neutrons, and protons, and now we have the fourth atom. So that is a part of an atom which is called God's particle. So the Nobel Prize has been proclaimed for this particular God's particle, means it's all about the fourth matter. So that is the existence, means it is the laboratory which is connecting Switzerland, and it is more than 2,000 kilometer circumference where it is going to have a reactions established, means it's the contribution of the entire world. So what we are going to do, so what is our role as an engineer, the engineer, what we are going to do, and how we are going to capture this technology. So this is very much important about the second thing. And the third thing, so we for energy sustainability, I have taken all these slides only to take up this energy sustainability. So develop a carbon storing methods. We talk about the menace. It's all the industries are releasing carbon dioxide, but no one has come up with a solution saying that I have a technology to capture carbon dioxide and generate something else also. So by a byproduct. In engineering, there is a term for energy sustainability. Energy can be neither created nor be destroyed, but can be transformed to one form to another. So that is a myth, or it is a mystery. I do not know, but still people are talking about it in 2 marks definitions alone and not thinking about it. Anyone have a different answer? Guys. Is there any technology to capture carbon dioxide at least? At least you can answer that question. I'm talking about the future engineering. So it's a while worth to have this engineering, means you are going to be deployed there. So you are an engineer going to get an employment opportunity there, means it's because of these technologies going to come up. So that means that the fusion reaction, so fusion reactor need to be developed, means it's again a myth. Whenever I talk to the students, I always used to say that take up some challenge. It's a challenge, means not that Murli, Vijay, or someone is taking up, means it is a common thing everyone is taking, means it is not a challenge. No one could not establish that thing. So that is all about challenge, means you need to take up that challenge. So Aravind Anil Kumar has said air filter tower using membranes. Styrian has come up with a solution. Using membranes, we can capture carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide can be captured. So that means that you have some solutions at least. So air filter tower can capture this carbon dioxide, and whether we can separate it as a carbon and oxygen, or any chemical reaction can happen to it. When something is going to release, it is going to be endothermic or exothermic reaction. Is that the base for the chemistry that I am talking about? If we are using the membrane, assume that we are using the membrane to capture this carbon dioxide, it is going to be a separate, what I say, like it is going to be a semi-permeable membrane. So it is like a membrane which is going to capture this fuel cell, means whether we can use it as a fuel cell, fuel for fuel cell, carbon dioxide. We can capture this carbon dioxide and we can make sure that the oxygen is in turn mixed with water, give rise to H2O, right? So that is a byproduct. And then HCN would be coming up. It could be a cyanide or something else also. Okay, then. And we can give you a byproduct, means carbon capture. So that is the technology CCS, carbon capture storage. CCS is very important thing. If you Google it, you can get it. So lot of researchers are going on, and you have a credit point for it. So for developing carbon storage methods also. This is the third engineering transformation that is going around the world. So this is one thing we need to think about. And osmosis or diffusion, whatever process we are going ahead. So, but coming to the fourth one, so provide access to clean water. So I was talking about the UN SDG goal 6, right? So access of clean water to everyone. So that means that providing access to clean water, that means that the percentage of water, so entire world is covered with 75% of the land is covered by water, but still drinking water availability. What is the percentage of drinking water available for human being? You know that? How much percentage is available? Fresh drinking water. Have anyone have a hard guess? How much percentage of water is drinkable? Yes, less than 1%. Yes, Syrian. Yes, it is less than 1%. So that means that for the entire community, we don't have that much water to be given to all such people. I mean, do we have any technology that it can create fresh water for them? It is 1%. 2/3 is covered with water, Mukesh. But we need to know that it is less than 1%, not even 1% for the entire community. For 730 million people, we don't have that much water, means it's 1%. 99% are wastewater, or it need to be cleaned. It is not a fresh water directly drinking. I mean to say that it is direct what is salt water. Yes, Mukesh, it's 2/3. It's salt water only. Okay, fine. Yes, if it is salt, means it is any kind of salt. It is calcium or magnesium or whatever may be the salts that is being mixed, but it is not drinkable. It is not safe to drink. So that's what been defined, right? So what is the technology to create the clean water? So what is the technology began to? It is because of this Yas or Tata. So like Takute, so it was it can be read as Tata. So that's what been given in okay. So reverse osmosis process. Yes, reverse osmosis, how much energy is being given to it and how much energy is coming out, what is the cost of the membrane, and whether it is affordable to drink that water without any medications, means then again it is a question mark. Reverse osmosis process has made the human mankind to suffer with all such diseases, and that's why the membrane has been banned right away. So RO should not be used in India. That's the ban that came to the world. It's because that the required minerals itself, it is been filtered, and we could not drink that water. So that's the problem here. Again, it is a menace. So provide access to clean water. That technology is also booming, and we need to think about it. This is the fourth obstacle or challenge that is being posed to you to make that you are getting up to the occasion, rise up. It's about the objective. I am just talking about the objective, not about the fear. It's the objective. These objectives need to be fulfilled. So going forward, it is restore to urban infrastructure. So I had a video, so I can also play that but already you, in this pandemic situation, you are enjoying all such videos in your phone itself. I don't want to waste my time. So restore and improve urban infrastructure. We could see that the larger infrastructure where more than 1,000 to 5 billion cars are being transferring, are moving ahead. So the transportation, starting from human to goods is started, and we could see that the transportation is urging the infrastructure growth. So restore and improve urban infrastructure. The urban infrastructure is so clumsy that for lockdown itself, everyone is have gone to their native place. So that means that if everyone resumes here, then again it is a populous and it is very dirty here. So that is one thing. So we need to make sure that the urban infrastructure is managed here. So that is the fifth point. And the sixth point is about coming to the entire world, cyberspace. Yesterday there was a news which was published in the newspaper. So that says that an employee hard-earned money has been looted by someone. It is 53 lakhs that has been looted from his account because of an OTP that was given to some of the hackers. It is SBI. So like it was published itself as an SBI bank where more than 53 lakhs swooned off from his account just getting the OTP. Within minutes, he has transferred lakhs of rupees. The RBI itself, it says that after 10,000 rupees, nothing can be transferred. An OTP is record, but with one OTP itself, he has looted the 53 lakhs. So that means that his entire life is being looted because of this cyberspace. It is about a negative thing, but the positive things are always there. Security of the cyberspace. Electricity is also connected. It's because of the IoT devices that is connected here. And we could also see that the decentralized network. Today, you are sitting in your room and I am sitting in my room, and we are connected, but still we have 1 hour session completed. It's because of this digital world. It's about the cyberspace. That is the advantage we need to take up. So we have a lot of space. So to get into the cyberspace, and we need to have a secured environment for cyberspace. That is very much important. So we need to talk about these things. Okay, the cyberspace. Okay, so coming to the seventh one, yeah, that is engineering with the brain. So yeah, that is a reverse engineering. So always we think about an engineering. So engineer, it's because of the brain engineering. NLP is one particular study which talks about a neuro linguistic program. So left coordination, left brain and the right brain coordination. So that is one thing we talk about. So when someone is doing some magic, we call it as magic, but human brain itself, it's a magic. It is 400 grams. It is going to be the grams that is going to rule the entire human mankind. Means yes. It is because of this gram which is making the total infrastructure. So the reverse engineering is one particular technology where the elevation of the product itself, it is going to be changed because of this reverse engineering. That is one particular technology which is booming up. You can take up this particular job as your challenge, and you can also work on with this reverse engineering. So this is all about and when the reverse engineering is going to come up, it is about the virtual reality. So augmented reality and the virtual reality, where even the remote operation is possible. It's because of this thing. And we could also see that today, if some boiler need to be mended, it can be mended through virtual reality. It can be of virtual reality, means you enjoy only the games, but the game changing is virtual reality. So all this reverse engineering is possible only through virtual and augmented reality. So this is going to carry much of your space, and you can get an engineering opportunities here in virtual reality. So, and the ninth one, better medicines and health and informatics. That is very much important. So better medicines and health informatics. So today SpO2. So people would be ordering more SpO2 sensors. So everyone is having it in the forefinger. You could have forgotten about your this rings in your fingers, but today everyone has a ring that is called SpO2 sensor, the smart watches. So we are taking up oxygen level or whatever levels. So it is because of these sensors that made it pathetic that it is going down by 80 or 90 or 100 or even 1 or 2 means again it's a panic that is been covered here. It's because of this poor engineering, or it is the economical point of view. So like someone has made a cheap product which is giving nuisance also, that is need to be taken care. Better medicines, so each disease can be cured because of the medicine that is given to that particular part. Earlier it was oral what to say, like the people who are the anesthetician used to give the oral medicine, so which would be covering the entire body. So that means that anesthetician is the largest paid doctor in the world. So that means that even if we give an extra pinch, it is going to be in nano or even milli or pico, the percentage of this drugs which is going to be given to our body makes you sleep, but there is no technology to wake you up. So why he is being paid the highest means the medicine, a pinch extra would make you to go to sleep, but that is called coma. Normally people called coma are not clinical death, but the engineering doesn't have a solution to bring back the person who is sleeping. So that is one thing that need to be taken care. So it is better medicines and health informatics. HIPAA, ICFA are such societies which is working in US, and right now IoT plays a vital role in bringing all such technologies into the considerations. You have larger opportunities on this area. So that is one thing. And the 10th part is the engineering, the tools of scientific discovery. So discovery is there. So always you rule this space. Today we have Milky Way galaxy. There are more than 10 to the power of 11 galaxies available with 10 to the power of 11 stars available. So that is the science that has given to you. But engineering doesn't explore such things. So Tesla was one such fellow who was exploring such things. Means no sir, Tesla is a person who was working in electrical industry. So that would be your answer. But Tesla was the person who was constructing a car which can pull the power, electricity. So he is one of his patent. Even today, he is holding the highest number of patents. So the person who was connecting to the extraterrestrial world, so he could not achieve it because the money was the problem. So engineering doesn't believe the economy. All the engineers are economically weaker, means it's because that whatever visualization that we are imagining, it is not available in this world. So that means that we need to recreate or we need to model it, means re-engineering plays a vital role. So that's why I made a slide as a 8th slide, re-engineering brain the brain. So you need to mold your brain in such a way that the other people also understanding, like whatever I'm talking, it's no one is listening or no one is understanding, means it's because of these slides, means it's truthful thing only, because whatever is available for people, common people, we talk healthy things about it. But if something it is visualized in a strange manner, today it may be a myth, but tomorrow it would be the common word. The common buzzword is been already accepted by people, but if new things are about to come to you, means no one is accepting because it is not visualized in that way. The same way, Tesla also made electricity, Wi-Fi electricity from a zone that is imaginary. We talk about ionosphere, so that is one such thing available in the space. So just concentrating the ionosphere, we can communicate with the signals also, but the communication is happening because of the signal, means signal is also an electricity which is of lesser quantum. So that means that today the dream has been come because of our lovable president, the people's president Abdul Kalam ji has made it possible that he has coordinated with such people in US also constructing a circumference of 2-kilometer satellite, which is about to come up. Due to some reasons it is been delayed, But if it is going to coming up, the entire India would be having our entire globe would be having energy. So that is being concentrated. So the concentrated solar panel CSP is there. So, but the concentrated solar power, instead of concentrated solar power, we can also have a technology directly connecting the wires with some rays, means it would be directly generating the power without any conversion. Like the chemical energy stored in the coal is converted to heat energy. Heat energy is converted to steam. So to get this kinetic energy, this kinetic energy is again rolling the turbine to get the mechanical energy. The mechanical energy is again coupled to the generator, which generates the electricity. The electricity is being converted to mechanical or light energy or heat energy, whatever it may be. And after that, no one has written the book. And so these engineers don't think about the theorem which says that energy can be neither created nor be destroyed, but can be transformed to one form to another. After light energy, what happened? Only tube light has come up. The tube light, if it can be converted, what kind of energy can be converted? Any odd guess? If I am going on talking, you would ஒரு பாட்டு பாடு நான் அப்படியே தூங்குறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்ற அளவுக்கு தூங்கிடுவீங்க. அதனால தான் நடுவுல கேள்வி. If that is the theory which talks about energy can be neither created nor be destroyed, but can be transformed to one form to another, in that case all these conversions brought some electricity, right? So that is converted to light energy in tube light and mechanical energy in fan and heat energy in heaters, means what else can be converted from there? Whether you have tapped it, whether this theorem has been digested to capture it, do we have any such technologies? Guys, are we connected? Again and again, that is the word. Okay. No, sir, we are not connected. Okay, so if you're connected, you can give the answers, but the dream of engineers is always there. So I'll just put on my slides and I'll watch. So it is what my friends think, what I do and what my parents. Yes sir, yes sir, tell me sir.
It's not about the connection, sir. I just told about we don't have any technologies. I don't know about that.
Which technology, sir?
Conversion of electricity.
Yes, yes. Why there is no technology? No one has thought about it, or we always think that whatever is been published in the books, that is the original thing, and which is not been published, it is not the existence. That is the fact. But why we are not thinking about it? Why all even including me, we don't think about it, right? So why we are not thinking about such things? Yes, capacitors can store energy in small form. Yes, that is there. But capacitors, where it is available, whether the light energy is being stored in these capacitors? No, I'm just I have a direct question, right? So if there's energy conversion was there from chemical energy to until to the light energy, right? I said that there was a transformation. Where it has been lost means it has lost throughout the cycle. It started from this chemical energy stored in the millions of years. So the chemical energy which is stored in coal is burned to get the heat energy. Where the chemical energy is converted to heat energy, the heat energy to kinetic energy to mechanical to then the kinetic energy is the mechanical energy which is rotating the turbine. The turbine is in turn which is coupled to the generator is going to get this electrical energy. But the electrical energy conversion has been listed it as some mechanical, electrical, heat energy, lot of energies have been converted. But why then the next part of the world is not been fulfilled? That energy would be going outside the world, or it would be inside the world, or why it is not been questioned? What happened to that energy?
It just got dissipated.
Yes, dissipated. So we don't have a sensor to tap it, right? Yes, okay. Because that is the word that is been published. So we always think that it got dissipated. but who has got that particular sensor to capture it? Where it has been dissipated, how much percentage has been dissipated, or what percentage can be captured? That question and all not been asked, but we always think about these questions only. What society thinks about it, what kids would be thinking about, what I want to do, what I think to do, and what really I do. So these are all the informations we have, but we don't dream about it. Means then it is really a pathetic situation. So we need to think a lot about it. So doing things of our own is the establishment that we made. So நான் வந்து நானே தண்ணியை எடுத்து குடிச்சேன், நானே நடந்து வந்தேன், நானே வந்து பார்த்தேன், சிரிச்சேன். So these are all the points we always used to have. So that means that we love to do things. அப்பா என்கிட்ட எதுவும் சொல்லாதீங்க, நீங்க எதுவும் செய்யாதீங்க, நானே செய்றேன். That's what we used to say there, right? So we want some individuality. So that made us to make us a human being. But are we intelligent? Yes. So we say that the smart marries human with ICT, and so everything has become smart. So the push technologies made it to have smartphones, smart homes, smart cars, smart factories, and it is market full of smartness without anything in our brain. So brain doesn't carry any smartness, means all these are made from our brain only, but we always want something to be smarter, and we don't want to be very smart. So I always want the smarter people. So it's not I want to make the smarter people, but Steve Jobs always wanted smart people. So it doesn't make sense to hire smart people and tell them what to do. So we hire smart people so that they can tell us what to do. So that is the objective behind the iPhone and Macintosh. So even today it is ruling the world. So that means that the visualization comes here. So if we teach today the way we are taught yesterday, we are preparing the students for today or tomorrow. This is the buzzword which has been always put in the internet, but we always be a teacher as well as a student. So I always used to learn even while teaching. So we used to learn a lot. So that's why we always carry this slide, and it's a good thing that you are also here today to teach something for me. Means I'm here to take up some topic which talks about this smart system. The smart system plays a vital role, that is about the IoT in green energy. So like we are working with green and sustainable goals, right? So why can't we take up IoT, which is a digital transformation? So this is the world we talk about. The digital transformation has made it possible to have a rule for more than 15 years, right? So now it has been 7th year crossed. Digital India is flourishing like anything. Everyone is happy and everyone is enjoying all such things. So it is because of the digital India. Means positively or negatively, we need to love such things. Means it's some positive aspect that we need to add up. So IoT in green engineering, that's the topic of the day, and I have chosen it only because to have a greener and sustainable world. The smart world is envisioned an era in which objects, watches, mobile phones, computers, cars, buses, and trains can automatically and intelligently serve people in a collaborative manner. Paving the way for smart world. Internet of things connects everything in this smart world. Radio frequency identification techniques. So how it has happened? Because of this RFID, and RFID made a milestone to have Internet of things. Today you are having a smarter connectivity. Your battery is going to work with a Tesla car. It's because of the greener technology. Means it's the green battery that is going to rule the world. It is Internet of things which is driverless. So even people talk about something called a driver is driving the vehicle without accident. Means now a car is without even a driver is riding it. Means then it is a newer technology. It is the tremendous technological front. All the devices in the smart world are supposed to be equipped with additional sensory and communication added to it, and so they can sense the world and communicate with each other. They will recover more energy. This is where I am just coming up. It is about the sustainability. Means everything to be smart. Means okay, everything is smart. So the smart is also having some issues. Means what is the issues that we need to take care, and how these engineers can play a vital role, how the transformation has made it possible, and what are all the trouble behind it, how a chemical engineer play a lead role in it. So that's the information I have captured here. So the energy efficient procedures, hardware or software adapted by IoT either to facilitate reducing the greenhouse effect of existing application and services, or to reduce the impact of greenhouse effect of IoT itself. So that is very much important. Power and energy storage technology. This is what been the talk of the day today. So it is about the energy storage has become one of the most important obstacles to the miniaturization of the electronic device, and today's embedded wireless technology such as wireless sensor networks and active RFID needs energy. How we can give this energy? Through a battery. So whether you have the cell to have that much energy, what is the highest value of the cell? Today, whatever cell we are talking about, what is the highest value in voltage that is available in this world? Anyone? Lagrange cell or whatever cell you have, no, right? What is the voltage? That is the maximum voltage that is available with a cell. I'm not talking about the battery, about a cell. What is the maximum voltage that is available today? As a chemical engineer, you would be knowing much of the things, right? Serian, Mukesh, Sibi and Anandan. Hey, Jai Aditya, 1100 kV. So that means 1100 kV is available through a cell. Okay, great, Aditya. So it is 4.45, Mukesh. It's 4.2. It is 4.2 volt by Cherian. So we have only a max of 4.2, right? So that is the max. Even 6 is available today, so that we need to expand our vision. So it is today we have 6 volt also, that is possible today. The maximum voltage that is available with the unicell is only 6 volt, not more than that. So 9 volt is been under pressure. So we are ready to have lithium ion or lithium metal hydride or whatever technology is available today, are ready to give 9 volt, but not more than that. What's the trouble here? Why we have not gone ahead to have a technology to expand with 6 volt, 10 volt, 12 volt, or the vision of Jay Aditya to have 11,000 kV in a unicell? Okay, so why it is not happening so? So what is the trouble behind it? What is hindering here? Okay, so நான் அதெல்லாம் படிச்சிட்டு வந்து சொல்றேன் சார். So I would learn and come back afterwards. அதுதான் உங்க ஆன்சரா இருக்கும். Okay, so learn பண்ணுங்க. So learning is always happening. So energy harvesting is still a very inefficient process that would require a large amount of research. And sources for energy harvesting in embedded device could include among others vibration, solar radiation, thermal energy, etc. So இதெல்லாம் ரொம்ப trouble இருக்கு. Okay. So coming forward, so we also have in this chumma monotonous பேசிட்டு இருக்கிறத விட, what do you see in the right hand side of the slide? So do you see in this life we cannot always do great things, but we can do small things with greater love, right? Okay, so left hand side பார்க்க சொல்ல, right hand side. So what do you see in the right hand side?
A dog running through a forest or covered in snow.
Oh, a dog is running in front. A black color dog, a cute dog is running. What is it actually? Okay, so whatever you said is right, I think so, because there was some interruption, but an optical illusion, you can see a man running into the snow, but it's not a dog. So we always see the positive aspect, so going forward or coming behind, so whatever it may be, but the dog structure was seen there, but it is an optical illusion that the photographer has captured it, but the green thing we need to capture. Stay after your goals. If the path you are on doesn't work, change the path or not your goals. So that is the objective. So we need to change your path or we need to change your goals. So it's not that I'm going to change the goal, but we have objectives where we need to gather this electricity as well as storage or the battery technology which is available. It is lithium ion, lithium metal hydride, or whatever it may be. But we need to work on with our goals. So we say that fusion reaction is possible means yes, fusion is possible, but I'm not fit for it. I may not be working with the fusion reaction. Maybe God's particle is there, but I didn't learn about God's particle. Why then I should be worried about it? Okay. And then we talk about electricity. So everyone wants that. My father is a farmer, so he wants electricity throughout the day, because the water has been pumped from the ground only, not from this thing. So why can't I create a water there? So plenty of water would be available. So that is not a science which makes it to get the water. Okay, so I can store the water, but it could be evaporated, and so there is also problem. What else can be done? Okay, these are all the goals we have, means we don't have such a solution for it. Okay, so this solution is not available. It is going to be the pathway which is not going to be available. So it is to change the path or change the goals, means we need to think about it. Okay, so green IoT, why then and where? So ICT, so everything talks about IoT only, because today we are talking about Internet of Things, and it is the greener world, means the Bitcoining mining now consuming more electricity than 159 countries, including Ireland, and most of the countries in Africa are deprived of this electricity. But we talk about Bitcoin, whether it is acceptable one. Even it is tweeted by, retweeted by our Tesla. So Tesla CEO, who is a Tesla CEO? Who is CEO of Tesla, ma? Okay, காமனா பேசிட்டு இருந்தாலும் அதுலயும் காண்டாயிருவீங்க போல இருக்கு. Okay, so like okay, Elon Musk. So the hero behind it, Elon Musk. So he also retweeted that Bitcoin is consuming more energy, that more computers are consuming that much energy, means then the cryptocurrency is that the blockchain itself, it is going to be a problem for us. Even the technology is unknown to many, but still it is talking about the sensors. So that means that even the smaller devices are going to capture much more energy, means what is the technology all about, and why we need to go ahead and think about it, means ICT's global carbon footprint currently 3% will be 6 to 8% in 2 years. That means that we talk about energy. So energy, and we talk that energy conservation is the idea behind it, to conserve energy, and not that we store the energy. But when we are about to talk about it, and we say that today energy is there, means we say that ICT would add more value in conserving energy, not that a new technology is going to come up. So that means that the new conservation policy makes you to have energy sustainability for future, means the consumption of this sensor itself, it is going to consume more than percentage. It is going to increase by 6 to 8% in 2 years. So that means that today it is a technology, tomorrow it's a problem, means like that of plastics, it would be a menace. So ideally when IoT become a thing, but it's never too late to think about it. Everywhere there are IoT applications in almost all sector: consumer, enterprise, manufacturing, agriculture, energy management, environmental monitoring, building automation, smart cities, medical transportation. இது எல்லாத்துக்கும் மேல Bitcoin. Okay, so everything is there. Okay, so now what has changed? So nothing has changed. It has increased the level of the sensors, and it is going to, machines are generating lot of data also. So enablers, green RF tags and green sensing networks, green internet technologies, all these things are there. But today the massive energy consumption, carbon footprint is going to it is going to be the menace, and the batteries need to be changed. Sensors will eventually have to be disposed, and active tags require battery, low transmission range tanks are difficult to recycle. Why I was talking more of these things, means because I was apprised that I'm talking to the chemical engineers who have a brighter futures and who has a greater demand in the society. but the demand is unknown to them, and so you can enlighten those people with the requirement. Means I was just talking to such people, and I just made this slide possible to make you understand that what is the need and where you are going to get your jobs, because as an entrepreneur you have a lot of entities to be addressed here, and as an employee you have these many areas to be fulfilled. So that means that your opportunities are very great, that you can get your job in cloud computing, future internet, smart web services, knowledge aggregation, information technology, green communication. Lots of things are there. Everywhere a chemical engineer need to play a vital role. But the main source of power itself, it would be given only by a chemical engineer. Means it is because of this thing the problem is there. So no engineer has come up with a solution. They are just reading and they don't want to indulge in getting a solution. Means then again it's an issue. So likewise, a 4.2 volt or 6 volt is the menace. So no such technology has come up to how the cells to generate more than 6 to 9 volt. So that is the problem. Okay, so the requirement is there. So industrial automation, predictive maintenance, smart metering, asset tracking, automated vehicles, smart plant monitoring. These are all the areas, engineering areas where we need to have. So maintenance of windmill, offshore as well as onshore, there is a problem. So it is due to the heat energy. How a chemical engineer can play means a grease or a lubrication system where the heat energy can be reduced, means then there is an issue. Means you need to create some polymer or some technology to bridge it. Means then a chemical engineer plays a role there. A smart metering, so there also a cell is there. So smart metering, every meter has its own cell, and there are a lot of issues working behind it. And asset tracking, so every then and there today it is about Flipkart or Amazon or whatever it may be coming up, it is about the asset which is being tracked by RFID. So RFID is going to tackle wireless technology. Means it is all about the technology which has a sensor, which has a network device, which has a cable connected to it, and the cable is going to supply the power. So for that particular modem or the router itself. So that means that the larger machine, the data centers need to have such powers. Means you need to have a value for it. Automated vehicles, then the battery is going to be the main part. Smart plant monitoring, then again it is about the smart plant. So it's something like DCS, or it's going to be SCADA or artificial intelligence, whatever may be the technological front which is going to make the industrial automation. There comes the chemical engineer, where you need to bridge this gap. And so there is a reality and need for it. And health and living, it is very much important to know that real-time tracking and identification. So SpO2 is one particular sensor which is working offline. Okay, so when you are in ICU, you need to have a real-time tracking. So if your battery is down, your oxygen level is down. If your battery is down, your sensory heartbeat is down. Means you say that he is dead actually. So a lot of real-time tracking and identification needs some chemical engineer to play a vital role. Smart data collection, smart sensing, smart sports, smart social networks. So these are all the areas where these things need to be taken care. So I have taken strenuous effort to get all these slides captured only to attract those chemical engineers. So please make some solution for it. This is the need of the hour, because this pandemic is all because of the virus that is been created. But the solution can be the real-time tracking and other data collection is because of the chemical engineers who can play a vital role. So, and about the habitat monitoring, not for human beings alone, it's all about for other living beings. So நாய் நரி பூனைக்கெல்லாம் படைச்ச உலகம் அப்படின்னு ஒரு பாட்டு இப்போதைக்கு வைரல் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. The same way habitat monitoring is very much important. Today we could see in the paper that cheetah is back in India. Cheetah is one of the animal living in the past. Means today we don't have any cheetah in India. So that is the pathetic situation, and they have recreated through modern technologies, and they are going to bring from Africa to India. So that is the pathetic situation. So smart agriculture, smart animals, smart underwater sensor networks, all these are going to come up. Underwater sensors, it is very much important that you travel in any of the what to say, this magic world or fun city means, then you can have this sort of tracking, but the real world is going to be underwater only. So how we are going to live, that need to be taken care. So smart underwater sensors, and smart cities. Today people are talking about the smart cities, smart buildings, smart street lights, smart waste, smart environment. All such things are going to come up. Means the smart environment means we need to create incinerators, we need to create the smart farming, means the temperature, the farming. So like the lead technologies, one such in green building. So it is about the leadership in energy and environmental design. So that is the lead certification, and there is a requirement for all such engineers. Means it is capturing more than 2.2 million people, and the projects are waiting for you in lead technology. It is more flexible, sustainable, and value added. So this is one area about the engineering. And coming to the energy sector, so today I was talking about only energy. My energy was always given to you to safeguard this thing. Means today there is an announcement by TNEB that billing can be done by individual consumer itself. But going forward, we would be having a smart grid and smart metering. Means no one can what to say, like no one is needed to record the meter, or no one is required to read that particular consumption pattern. So it is automatically, the consumption pattern is being done, and you can have your billing automatically generated, and the payment would be also taken up automatically. Digital India would be taking all your money, right? The same way it is taking up this energy also. So smart transport sector, the smart parking, smart traffic congestion detection, and smart logistics and shipment. So these are all the areas which need to be captured. So like these are all the areas where the smart things are going to come up. Challenges and opportunities: green IoT architecture, green infrastructure, green spectrum management, green communication, green security, and quality of service provisioning. These are all very much important. Means we need to take care of such things. Engineering transformations has made it possible to have such a dream, but the dreams are need to be fulfilled by the budding engineers alone. The transformations need to be taken care. So what are all the trends that is going on in education to get into? The asking rate of education. So young people need skills and experience for jobs of the future and not for the past. So that means that 70% of the young people currently enter the workforce in jobs that will be radically affected because of this automation. So what is the need and what you need to do? The occupation itself, it asking rate is very high. That is, entry level roles of young people are disappearing. That means that you can't just like that sit and say that I have completed my degree and I am about to get my job in Infosys or whatever IT industry we talk about, or any automobile industry that you talk about, or you are going to get the job in Tesla. Means no entry level job is there. That means that this internship is going to make you understand that the need for it is very high, that you need to take up such technologies also. So that means that you need to go ahead and learn something more, because the automation is very much important. Mere engineering teaches you a lot of information. Means you need to digest it in order to make sure that you are getting into this automation industry. So the technology driven education, the need of the hour is about the disruptive technologies known to you. The new technologies evolve at exponential pace, and there is no historical precedent that mark the beginning of the evolution, hence being called disruptive technologies. Disruptive technologies na enna appdin paatha idan definition. But what are all the output? Means the artificial intelligence is one such disruptive technology. Robotics and Internet of Things and autonomous vehicles, bio and nanotechnology, 3D printing, material science, quantum computing, and energy storage, all such things are coming under disruptive technology, which change the world. These are all the technology that need to be driving the education system. Means you need to learn more on it. It is not the syllabus that need to be changed, but the guys, you need to take up this particular thing as your additional part, that you need to understand and deliver some project. Means you would be getting into this industry. So how technology is shaping is the future. So education 4.0, like that of industrial 4.0, education 4.0 is a response to the needs of industrial revolution 4.0, where human and technology are aligned to enable new possibilities. The new vision of learning promotes learners to learn not only skills and knowledge that are needed, but also to identify the source to learn these skills and knowledge. அதுதான் இப்போதைக்கு கூகுளும் விக்கிபீடியா அல்லது நீங்க நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கக்கூடிய விமியோ இன்னும் நிறைய இருக்கக்கூடிய ஸ்டுடியோஸ் எல்லாமே கொடுக்குது. So that means that it is a new vision of learning promotes learners to learn not only the skills and knowledge that are needed, but also to identify the source to learn these skills and knowledge. அதுதான் இங்க வந்திருக்கீங்க. So this internship would give you a lot many idea. Is built around them as to where and how to learn, and tracking of their performance is done through data-based customization. நீங்க எத்தனை மணி நேரம் கவனிச்சீங்க, என்னத்தை கவனிச்சீங்க, என்ன அவுட்புட் டெலிவரி பண்ண போறீங்க, இது எல்லாத்தையுமே it is going to be given, means it is all through the data-based customization which is being governed. So LMS, learning management system, is there. Peers become very significant in their learning. They learn together from each other, while the teachers assume the role of facilitators in their learning. Yes, today we see that peers become very significant in the learning. So syllabus தான் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Syllabusக்கு learning na flexible credit system has come up. It is no more CGPA. Now it is FCGPA. So it is about the flexible credit point grading system that has come up, and they learn together and from each other, while the teachers assume the role of facilitators in the learning. It is about the education 4.0. So how it is happening? So the requirement is there. So that means the top 10 skills needed for 2020. So 2021 is there. So 2020 வந்து நிறைய பேண்டமிக்னால போயிருச்சுனாலும் நீடு இதான்: complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, coordinating with the others, emotional intelligence, judgment and decision making, service orientation, negotiation, cognitive flexibility. These are all the skills that is needed, and there is a source which talks about the future jobs and skills by World Economic Forum. So it says that these are all the requirements of the students who are coming out as an engineers, means they need to have this much technology, means the technology part is different, but the skill set is very much important. How you acquire, how you practice it, that is very much important. Today you are about to learn the topics alone, not the technology. So you would have a framework to understand what is complex problem solving, what is critical thinking, how to enhance your creativity, how to mingle with the people, so how to manage the people, coordinating with the others. That means that you are a team leader as well as a team player. You need to be a team player as well. So that is coordinating with others. Emotional intelligence, that is very much important. So intelligence is with everyone. What about this emotional intelligence? It is empathy and sympathy that you need to take care of such things. And judgment and decision making is very much important. So what is to be decided at that moment is very much important. Service orientation. So I'm an engineer, I can't take up this job, I can't be a manager. So why people are not recommended for MBA means because already an engineer is a management guy who takes care of all such management things. That's why people doesn't go with the MBA. So it's not needed for an engineer. Service orientation is coming up only because of that area. And the negotiation, so negotiation, the deal which is being signed, it is very much important because of these negotiations. So 10 rupees or 15 rupees, that is the negotiation, means you close it with the greater deal. So that is because of this cognitive flexibility. So you adjust and adjudge with that one. So maximize your failure to achieve your goals. Dream big, take up the action, get to work, reach your goal. So when you take up this particular dream only, you have attempts. How many attempts you have, how many times you fail, that is very much important. So failure is also been defined by our lovable president. He gives a attempt means, so when you attempt it, you may fail. It is not that when attempting you need to fail, but you may fail. Don't be pathetic or don't panic about it, but it says that failure is the stepping stone for success. So fail means it's the first attempt in learning. So Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam gives a new definition for failure. So you go and dream big to take up the action and reach up the goals. You don't need to see the whole staircase, just take up the first step alone for your success. So maximizing goals, how to maximize your goals? The future education, the asking rate. So you need to know the asking rate. What is that asking rate? The industry requires robotics, the industry requires as UAVs, the industry requires artificial intelligence singularity. So that is about the DNA and RNA. We talk about today's corona means it is all about the quantum computing and augmented human nanotechnologies, which is going to come up as the singularity. So it is about the biological digital world. So that is one thing, the new word, the new buzzword that is going to come up. And it is about the user interface and user exchange. It is about the new forms of interaction like Google Forms, Zoho Forms, all such things are coming up. Means like Google is also going to have such technologies. Means it is about the user interface that is called Android or iOS that is bringing up lot of application controlled by a hardware. Means the hardware itself is controlled by a software that is called user interface. 3D printing, giga economy. So freelancer workers on demand alternative working, giga economy. That's what people who are working in IT industry, they resign and they go to have Swiggy, Zomato, and the whatever new technologies are coming up, and even they take up odd jobs. But the economy is growing up because of this thing. Because I need to determine to say that I don't work for years to get that money, but I work for 2 hours to earn that money. That is the changeover that is coming up. That is called giga economy, and the blockchain, the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, which is going to come up. This is the industry requirements. Means this is accomplished by this system, which is called disruptive technologies. How this can be reached means it is about the industrial revolution that is going to take up the changes in the future society due to technological processes, infinite increase in data, explosive growth in network, infinite expansion of computing power, artificial intelligence. So that is going to change the role change between human and machine, combination of real world and virtual world, evolution of emotional computing technology, convergence and through smart technology. So this is going to rule us. So what are all the characteristics? How it is going to work means these are all the milestone achievements that is going to come up. How it is accomplished? It's because of this industrial 4.0. So now we are in the pandemic. We say that in the negative word, which is about the pandemic. The positive is that we are into industry 4.0. So what is industry 4.0? We need to understand it is 1.0 about the mechanization, 2.0 electrification, and the 3.0 it is about the automation, which came long back in 1970s itself it came. But even today we talk about we need to learn more about automation. So that's what. So 1980 it is about the globalization. GATT agreement came into play, and today it is ruling the world. And now we talk about the industry 4.0. Today it is about the digitalization, introduction of connected device, data analytics, and artificial intelligence technologies to automate process further. I have a video to show such things, portray such things. I'll be showing, but the 5.0 also been defined, which is going to come up because 4.0 was taken up by 1990s itself. So we need to think about it after 21 years means that itself it is a long gap. But today we need to talk about only the digitalization, not about this 5.0. It is about the personalization. So what is personalization? I have blended it in education 4.0. So the 4.0 or 5.0 is about the personalization. Today the teachers are the facilitators. As I said, it is only these things. The teachers are logging into an account, and the students is also logging into an account. Automatically the teacher has created a space for you to work within. So automatically the book is going to be downloaded there, and your portion of that particular syllabus is being customized, and so there would be a learning process happening here. And you also have the textbook for reference, where you can get it from the private bloggers like Google, Wikipedia, and all such people also would be working on. You can also connect with the internship, like we people creating an environment to learn such things. Means it's all blended here. So you are going to get it in a single window. Means it is all because of this infrastructure growth. It says that SaaS, software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service, that is going to come up. That is the individual storage is going to be the public storage, or the public storage is being licensed to have to be an individual storage. Your capacity, I can give you an example. Like earlier we had only 4 MB for a cell phone. Today we have 128 to 256 GB of storage in your cell phone. Can anyone say that I have classified my 128 GB data, sir? Today I have this much space for my camera, this much space for my WhatsApp, this much space for my these things. Can you define it? Can you say that all this 128 GB is been useful data within the cell phone? No, we can't say that one, because all this 128 GB, 4 MB cell phone was used for talking, means 128 GB is also used for talking alone. But still you have 128 GB filled with data. We do not know what to delete and where it need to be stored, because it is piling up like anything, and you learn a lot of things. Transformation from content-centered digital textbook to intelligent digital textbook platform, maximizing open extendability, durability, accessibility by adopting outstanding technology. Cloud AI, learning analytics is also happening. So this is called a blending of these things, and individual service, service beneficiary, visualized technology, AI platform technology, resources all are coming up. This is called the blended 5.0 or 4.0. The digital means today you go with electrical engineering as a entrant, and when you go out you can get your certificate as a electrical engineer with IoT what to say, certified engineer. So that's the CGPA has the credibility, and you can also have such a customization. So that is the technology we are talking about. It is about the personalization, but the digitalization made it to become a 5.0. Then the fourth revolution has made it. So what is that? So the students in industry 4.0 is going to achieve. Top management needs to give way to the next generation. So to accomplish it, so today we see that a startup, Flipkart, is started by an IIT student or a student for, that is 21 years to 22 years old guy has started up a startup where Tata and Birla could not achieve that much billion. Even today, we could see that $1 billion was donated by a cryptocurrency guy who is mere in his 30s. So that means that top management needs to give, or it has been already taken, means it's because of industrial 4.0 and education 4.0. Accelerate and embrace beyond digitalization. Accelerate, you are into the stream. So either you are washed away or you are pulled into the stream. So that means that accelerate and embrace beyond digitalization. We are still in industrial 2.0. 2.0, what is that? We need to think what is industrial 2.0 means. This is the industrial 2.0. So you just check it out. What is that? Where is the slide? It is industry 2.0 means it is okay. So this slide, so it is about the electrification. We see that it is available in computer, it is available in my laptop, it is available in my cell phone. That's it. Because if electricity is not there, nothing is going to be available. But still we believe that industrial 2.0 is going to give all such thing, not the automation or digitalization. We think that it is because of the electricity we are going to. So we are still in the industry 2.0. Shortage of skill set. You don't develop your own skill set means you are no more. You are not an engineer, nor a human being itself. That would be the listing that would be given by people. So needs long-term commitment. It's not that today I become an engineer, so like you carve it in your desk means that is not important, but you need to carve it in your heart saying that I'm going to be a different person who is going to be a billionaire of this world and serving the society, something like that. So earn more to serve more. So that is the concept these guys have given up. So needs interdisciplinary collaboration. So I'm here to talk about digitalization working with electricity board, but I can also talk about chemical engineering when it is about the industrial collaboration. So adequate IT knowledge is very much important. Closely linked to big data and cloud computing is the need of the hour, which blends this. So accelerating the phase of challenge. It's about the 8,000 years old agriculture revolution has changed to industrial revolution, and it is after 8,000 years only industrial revolution happened. But in within 120 years, it has become electrification, and the electrification within 90 years we are moon landing, and within 22 years through internet we have done something more, and now within 9 years we have made it possible that human genome sequences. That means that I can be mimicked like you. So that's the objective. So it is a robotics, or it may be a two persons been what to say, so like we are being mimicked. So that's the technology. So that is the opportunity we have, and the acceleration phase is also there. So increased flexibility in production, because I was just talking too much of things. So why can't we have a video? So I have just made a video, so which says about the industrial revolution, how we can capture it. So today, your dream has been accomplished as an IT engineer, or a guy who is with industrial 4.0. So now your college is offering an opportunity to get a solution. So that means that what to say, like today you are about to get a business signed up with your management, saying that all the students coming for first years, they need to have a mask production, and they also need to have sanitize their hands. The sanitization need to have blue color as well as pink color. Okay, so whether you can give the production in the same process, and you have the industry to do that, means no, we can get a contract only for pink, or we can give the contract for blue, means no, both the things can be accomplished or not, means then it is again a question mark. We need to invest more, we need to set up new industry, the employment opportunity need to be created, all such things comes into mind, and we say no. But industrial revolution gives it, and it is also make it possible to do it. So with this video you can understand such things, how it is happening. So this is the video for you. Hope this video gives you an insight of what is I Industrial Revolution 4.0 and how we are connected with Education 4.0. So this comes to asking rate that it is about the increasing productivity. We need to indulge with IoT and other things. So it is about the corrective maintenance, planned maintenance, and the predictive maintenance is also possible. And it helps the companies to save 630 billion by 2025. That is the McKinsey, so which predicts that one. So it is about the process. Because of this, IoT is going to govern the world. So what are all the challenges? So the technical challenge is about the communication reliability and the quality of service that is going to be extended, and is about the cyber security, maturity of the machine intelligence, and handling big data. So even we ourselves, we could not hold 128 or 256 GB of data in our cell phone. How come these data are going to make and it is about the social impact is general reluctance to change by stakeholders, lack of adequate skill set, and unemployment. These are all the skill set that need to be developed. So that is the opportunity means social impact. We could see that Google and Uber has replaced many such things, and Tesla is ruling the world. So these are all the social impacts. Means whether the manpower is going to be discarded or we are going to add more value. Means yes, we are going to add more value. Dump dirt, dangerous and dull people would be thrown out of this era, and everything would be digitalized. So that means that so we need to develop our skill set that we are not dumb and we are not the dirty, or we are not the dangerous, and we are not the dull guys to cope up with this industrial asking rate. So the asking rate would be fulfilled through this internship, and you also have such an opportunity that you would learn that where you are, and what you need to do, and how to go about getting these technologies. Means all such things are going to compact, and that is the social impact. So now all these slides would give you the insight of such things. Top 10 places that have been banned not using this Google Glass, means banks, ATMs, and other things. Google Glass gives you a lot of things, means it also gives a lot of trouble. So machine versus human being. So machine is more faster, more precise, able to work in harsh environments, higher initial cost and lower running cost. But human beings are more creative, lower initial cost and higher running cost. So going forward, the investment is very high. So machine versus human. So whether you are going to become a machine or a robotic or a cyborg, so it's all depend on your own creativity. So turning data into wisdom. The more data that is created, the better understanding and wisdom people can obtain. So today I have shared lot of data. So it is to make you that your wisdom is very high, making that your importance is going ahead with the triangle. So it is about the data. The data is raw data, so you make it as information. So when you digest the information, it is a knowledge base that is being stored there. So and it is also your understanding that you question yourself and get the wisdom evoked from inner side. So that is the wisdom. So always you pray to God, so you don't see the God outside, so you see the God inside. That means that your confidence level is raised. So it is about the raw, means is the symbols, and the information is answers to who, what, where, and when these questions are answered, and where I need to get it. So that is the knowledge bit, and it is the appreciation of why. So it is the understanding, and the evaluated as an understanding means your less importance is going to become more important, benefit to the humanity. So that is the turning data into the wisdom. So it is applicable to any digitalization or normal human being. So both the things are which, what, and how are the questions. And the Sun TV க்கு நடுவுல போடுற அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் மாதிரி தான் இது. என்ன எதற்கு எப்படி அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. So turning data into wisdoms, logging in your mind. So in future, Dublin City University in Ireland envisages that a wearable headset incorporating brainwave sensors will be the memory ranking. A spike due to excitement in certain part of the brain could then be logged alongside video to infer its importance level. அதுதான் புதுசா சொன்னது வந்து இந்த ஒரு லேம்ப் கிரியேட் பண்ணி அந்த லேம்ப் வளர்த்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கும்போது அதுல வந்து பிரெயினை தூக்கி நம்ம ஹியூமன் பிரெயின் கூட வளர்த்துக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்றது தான். இது மாதிரி நிறைய பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். So logging means it's a data logging where whatever memory that is been logged, that would be connected to the cloud, and so whenever there is a changes occurring, so that would be marked as a failure, or success means the success would be marked eventually, and it would be followed on. If it is a failure, so where we have failed, that would be also registered, and so that we can study on it to make sure that you are getting the tasting the success thereafter. So that is also there. And thought control computing, that is there. So it is already available. The flagship product Mindwave is a headset that can log on your computer using just your thoughts. Researchers recently used the EEG headset to develop a toy car that can be driven forward with the thought. Even last week, one of the researchers have come up with talking to a tree. So that means that she has developed a Japanese or Korean, I do not know. So the lady has developed a sensor where she is talking to a tree. That means that opening and closing of a gigantic that is which should be capturing flies, right? So some of the tree, I do not remember the name. So that particular plant would be capturing the insects. So it would be having a wide opening, and when it is opened, all the flies would be attracted because of the sensory things, the smell. But once the flies enter, it would be closing it. That signal has been captured as a digital signal, and she has developed a sensor just adding a chip to that flower. So automatically, when the sensor says close, automatically it closes, and it is a real-time thing that has happened. So that means that thought control computing is also the possible thing that we have reached the milestone. And one such product is available, means it is available through a NeuroSky smart sensor, can also track your heart rate, the other body metrics, and can be embedded into the next generation of wearable devices. Even during this corona, CT had played a vital role. So CT scan. So that is one thing we need to think about. And concepts need of the hour. So that is there. So focus on obstacles are those frightful things you see you fail to focus on your goals. So that need to. So we have a lot of things to just discuss about. So smart cities, efficient management, all IoT devices are getting connected. So these many things are about to come. Okay, so these are all self-explanatory things where the digital connectivity is ruling the world, and we would make sure that everything is possible because of your smartness. So it's not about the smartness embedded to these systems, but it is because of the industrial needs make it more smarter, and smart things are going to come up. So with this, I am closing up. And if you have any doubts, you can unmute yourself, and you can query on this area. So I would answer. I would be happily answering you. Thank you so much. Hello, are we connected? No questions, sir. Syrian. So that means that there are two situations where there would be no questions. Nothing has been understood, or everything is understood. In which way I can take it up?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
so I think okay, some Indian asset question, sir. I understood.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. On behalf of everyone, I'm just thankful, and I'm also proud to say such things have happened because of these institutional networks. So I myself hold a doctorate in power systems. So, but I'm from these slides, we could see that I just got some energy because of the developments that is going ahead with the industry, and I just wanted to do my doctorate. It's because that we want some specialization on that particular area. So as I'm working with the electrical industry, I just wanted to have the doctorate in power system, but I'm working with the IT industry. So that means that it is IT the need of the hour, and I'm impressed to be there. So my lot of experience comes out only through IT industry. but I'm working with IT and power. So that means that cross platform has been achieved. So that's why I could answer a lot of questions. And my membership, so I'm adding a salutation which says that it is a DR, but earlier I used to have ER. So when we want to add ER to our name, we need to be a member of Institution of Engineers. யார் சார் அது டிவி ஆன் பண்ணிட்டீங்க ஓகே okay so if you want to add salutations to your name ER, so you need to be a member of any of such institutions. So one such institution which made us to add a salutation as ER, so it's because of this member in Institution of Engineers. And I also hold a fellow membership in Institution of Plant Engineers, where I have served more than 7 years as an plant engineer in a thermal power plant. So it is about this plant engineering, so which has a wider visionary thing. We can learn a lot of things in a single area itself, that is plant engineering. Everyone who start their career, they can take up a plant engineering as a 5-year career plan, so that you would get exposed to the entire world because of this plant engineering. So that is one thing that I want to add up. And I'm proud to say that I am one of the member of Engineers Without Borders, where the technology transfer is happening throughout the world. It's because of this EWP. And I also owe to say that it is I'm also a vice president of Institution of Green Engineers, IGEN. So green has been the brighter part I have given here, so I have wantedly lifted that green here. So a lot of slides would be more green, so saying that we are working for green, not as slides, but we are really working towards it, planting something in greenery part in your brain. So that is one thing I wanted to add up. And I'm also volunteering with a trust called Agatham, so where we serve the society, give back to the society. And I'm happy to be the part of this internship. If you have any doubts and clarifications, we are always there to help you out in any such area. So thank you so much for your patience and cooperations throughout these sessions. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I'm just stopping here.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Definitely, the transformation, engineering, and its aspects really like a need of the hour, because there's a new normal life has already started. So maybe the digitalization and big data analytics, IoT, AI, so many new terminology has come into the world. And it's not only, nevertheless, like it's not only a field for the other industries like mechanical, electronics. The chemical engineering also is going to play important. Maybe the interns, I think, after 2-3 years, I think these technology is only going to talk the entire market, and who having a good amount of skill sets, you will be paid a very higher for them. So try to learn it, and like all the skill sets of this technology, like industry 4 enabled. Definitely, like our maybe the session was so wide that the knowledge inside it is always like a big, and it is required. So we cannot able to ignore that. So IITVLC as well as Usago Solution, thanking Dr. Alamurgan, who could able to spend his valuable time, and being in a government, so he's spreading his wide knowledge, being in like electrical engineer, but having a wide knowledge on all this the updated version of Industry 1.0. So once again, we thank you so much, sir. Definitely, I think the intern would have got a good amount of knowledge source. They will utilize their own skill sets to be prepared. The upcoming days, not so easy. The outcome, the market is so tight, and they need to always update themselves, change themselves. This session should have them some insight about it. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. So thank you, and it's my pleasure coming here. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
We come to the end, so that up this session, and we'll meet up. Thank you so much.